If you go watch the video where this comment I made came from, the guy saying that Cain married someone that wasn't his sister or something like that, that God created a set of people in the first creation account, and the second creation account is when he created Adam and Eve, and that's an entirely different creation of people right there. Now, the thing is we don't know when when Cain and Abel were born. They could have been born hundreds of years after their other siblings. There's nothing in there saying that they had to be the first and second born children. So it's very possible that, according to biblical timelines, that Cain could have had all sorts of brothers, sisters, even cousins by this point in time, and that the people living in the land of Nod were older siblings and cousins living in the land of Nod, because enough time could have passed by the time Cain and Abel came along. But anyhow, with that said, there is an idea that we are not the first of God's creations, but the creations get destroyed before the next one. So the idea that there was a set of people created in Genesis 1 and that there were people left from that then mingled with the Adam and Eve line is hogwash. The idea around that is that God creates, creation comes to a fruition, and then God destroys that creation because it becomes corrupt, and then he creates another one, and that cycle just goes on and on and on infinitely throughout time. And we're just one of an infinite number of creations that God has created and will create in the future after he destroys our world because we have become corrupt. But anyhow, regardless, the likelihood in this case is that Cain had married one of his sisters or one of his cousins, because there's no reason Cain was the firstborn. Cain could have been born hundreds of years after Adam and Eve had their first children, and there could have been hundreds, thousands, or whatever numbers of people on the planet by the time Cain was born.